Fortnite is hiding insane little details in Season 2. There's 40 of them, and we'll start at the gigantic wolf statue near Crime City. Did you know if you head to this place while wearing any wolf skin, you'll unlock a secret achievement? This works with all of the skins on screen if you want to do it for yourself, but it's more of a hidden detail than anything, and that's because if they gave out XP, the skins would basically be pay to win. And if we're talking animal outfits, we recently got a surprise drop with the dog bundle. Yeah, they gave us 4 strange looking dogs, but you gotta admit, they went all out here because even the release date was on purpose. Yeah, this bundle was added the same night as the jam track for Who Let the Dogs Out. I mean, round of applause for the attention to detail. They also put insane effort into Crime City. Not only does the whole POI feel like Gotham or something, that sign as you drive in, it is based on the real-life Welcome to Las Vegas sign. For bonus points, there's a symbol hanging from the sign, and if you shoot it, you can make it chime. Now, I'm surprised we never had this hidden detail until now. Ever since cars were added in Chapter 2, you've been able to hit them and, well, nothing happens. Well, we're in Chapter 6 now, and this'll happen instead. Do you want to know the craziest part? Well, the alarm sounds different depending on what car you hit. When it comes to the Jaw skin, she's been getting a lot of attention. People think she's quirky for having a traffic cone on her head, but wait, there's actually an explanation for it. The cone is a tribute to a very old Save the World skin named John Fortress. I know that sounds like a made-up nickname for Tim Sweeney or something, but it was a real outfit. In fact, there's a couple secrets regarding this cone. If you look on the side, it shows a chemical structure, and reading the letters, you spell out slurp. Even Joss's name is a hidden detail. If you take the first and last 2 letters from John Fortress, what do you get? Joss. Now everyone's been freaking out about Sub-Zero's mythic lately because they all figured out if you have them while touching a river, you could walk on water. Not the coolest part though, you could even emote while walking, letting you pull off crazy moves like ice skating. But let's take it back to Crime City again, because it's not just the Las Vegas sign that fans are talking about. There are a ridiculous amount of billboards here with incredible jokes. A lot of these are themed around death, which is pretty grim by Fortnite standards, but you have things like the Garden Center, Plancha Problems. The 6 Foot Under store talks about rock bottom prices. I mean, even the gym is called Deadlifts. One of my personal favorites is the small arms dealer, literally just selling tiny robot arms. Clearly, a lot of these businesses want to make profit from all of that gold on the island. And if you're wondering, no, the new gold is actually not the same as last season. So when you raided vaults before, you could break these stacks for extra bars, and while it may look identical, pay close attention, and you'll notice the logo has been replaced with Fletcher Kane's face. So I guess he controls the entire economy now. In fact, Fletcher is so rich that you can visit his mansion and find all kinds of ridiculous treasures. Like, this guy literally owns golden tennis balls. I guess he acts more like a dog than a wolf if he's obsessed with playing fetch like this. Actually, he must be, because on one of the walls, you can even find an award presented to Fletcher for being the top dog. And if this design seems familiar, it is based on V-Bucks with that classic round vendor tech shape. The craziest part is, this guy has an entire home cinema installed in this mansion. And if you're wondering what kind of movies a gold tycoon would enjoy, they are all Fortnitemares classics like Horde Rush 5 and Night Creatures. Luckily, we can start to make this guy appreciate the money he has because we're constantly robbing him in Season 2. Here's a very useful detail. If you're in the middle of breaking into a vault, don't forget about the safety deposit boxes. These are also full of gold and you can break them open for that sweet, sweet cash. Now, Fletcher Kane isn't the only animal we can't take seriously in Season 2. Like I said before, they brought out the strangest looking dogs I've ever seen in Fortnite. But did you know they revealed this bundle with a fully cinematic trailer, and the whole thing is a reference to a famous trope of dogs playing poker. Yeah, there's an iconic historical painting depicting this too, and Fortnite's trailer looks really similar to it. Now, it's been around for a long time, referenced in tons of things from Family Guy to Fallout New Vegas, and I guess Fortnite joins the list. For those with an even keener eye, you might spot a very small but genius change to this season's posters. They usually advertise a new season with a name and tagline. For example, now it's lawless, deal with it. But right above it, Fortnite changed the C in Chapter 6 Season 2 to a K, obviously referencing Mortal Kombat. Still not as chaotic as this guy in the black market. Here is Skillet, one of the wackiest characters we've ever seen in the game, and his drawings on the wall are insane. I think these are schematics for some kind of bomb, and judging from the way it's built, this might even be a nuclear bomb. I mean, imagine that's how Season 2 ends, with a straight up nuke. Now, if you choose to speak to other NPCs instead, you can find Jones and the Night Rose hanging out at Demon's Dojo. It's one of the first times we've seen this in Fortnite, but if you stick around long enough, you can watch both of them talk to each other. It's like a minute-long conversation, but stuff like this is huge for the storyline. If you prefer insane details that affect everyone, literally just walk into Crime City. Pay attention to the sky, and you'll watch the entire atmosphere just change as you go in. And that's why the city feels so dangerous. No matter where you were before, the sky is now murky and raining, and I'm telling you, this really is Gotham City. Well, you gotta hand it to them. Despite all of this chaos, at least the train runs on time. That's probably because Fletcher Kane overtook the entire system, so now he's the only one controlling the rails. So all the transport is gold, which means we could finally break in and see the inside of a carriage. But while you're distracted by that, take a close look at the front of the train. Ever since this feature came out, it's shown a bunch of random letters and numbers. Well, not anymore. It now says we're on the Alpha line. Sort of like the Alpha Wolf joke. Little cringe, Fortnite, but we gotta give you some credit though, because when it comes to the commercials around the island, it's not just billboards you gotta look out for. When walking into restaurants like Bird or Dur Sushi, you could hear Japanese announcements. Cool on its own until you realize these announcements are all voice acted by Japanese Fortnite YouTubers. Here's the list of voices you could hear, and it's taken so many players by surprise. Some of their favorite creators are just literally hiding in plain sight. Now, if this gets you in the mood to go Easter egg hunting for yourself, I would stay away from Sub-Zero. His NPC, it's kind of ridiculous. You could talk with him a little, play around, only for him to straight up attack you. Yeah, he doesn't need guns. He gives you a beating with his fists alone. Instead, you should hire this guy because once you've done that, you'll take advantage of his permanent mythic. Now let's run it back to the black market because sure, we found that strange bomb Skillet's working on, but if you explore any of them for long enough, you'll find they have a locked door that you can't get through. Most of us assume this is just a decoration or something, but it turns out going into replay mode reveals everything. There's an entire room behind these doors, and it'll soon be home to the exclusive exotic section. If you want to know about all of the 15 plus exotics coming to season 2, go check out our leaks video. But this next hidden change is something you probably didn't notice. In the item shop, Fortnite used to go all out with designing custom backgrounds for bundles, so like Iron Man having a tech design or Miku with a purple and blue gradient. But when you clicked on any of these skins, it would take you to that same Fortnite blue we've been seeing for years now. Luckily, thanks to the item shop team, they have changed this, so inspecting items finally feels special. W update. And you'll be surprised to hear that those popular Tanuki statues from Night Shift Forest last season haven't actually disappeared. People thought they had become a victim to the new map, and well, you can find them in the new biome amongst a bamboo circle. They found each other and reward you for finding them with some chests. Now, I feel like I keep talking about these changes to the Chug Jug. Yeah, it's going through a lot this season, but I still managed to find even more insane details with this thing, like how you could throw the entire barrel. Somehow we're really far into this video and I'm only just mentioning Big Dill, but trust me, this detail is pretty awesome. As most of us know, Big Dill was born last season in the Kappa Kappa Pickle Factory. We literally got to watch him grow up. It was kind of weird. But now he is referencing his home with the Lil Dilly back bling. On the plushie, you see a tag showing it was made in Kappa Kappa. Speaking of back blings, let's talk about Sub-Zeros. Gotta be one of the most brutal things I've ever seen in this game, and they get away with it because it's technically just an ice sculpture, right? Well, considering it's based on this fatality, it's a crazy back bling for sure. Now let's check out this season's Victory Umbrella. Hopefully a lot of you guys have earned this by now. It's been like a week, but even though we've had a chance to play with it, nobody is talking about the hidden detail, like the fact it shoots a rain of gold coins as you glide down. By the way, those Tanuki statues weren't the only guys on the move in Season 2. There's a detail that makes no sense. If you remember the gnome that plays piano under Shining Span, he is gone. Well, it turns out he's actually just on the other side. Someone at Epic did this on purpose and we have no idea why, so who knows? Maybe he'll change locations like every update. Luckily, we can make sense of the hidden roast on the pump and dump. If you look at the SMG, you can see a downward trend and a fire above it, joking that the pump and dump schemes always plummet your crypto's value. They're really going all in on the crypto roast this season. Now, this is more of a trick than anything, but next time you're throwing thermite on a locked door, don't waste your ammo. Most players are shooting the locks to break them, but it's actually way easier to just pickaxe them. Oh, and speaking of heists, if you're annoyed by those frustrating train turrets, just throw a trusty stick of thermite at them and it's almost instant destruction. Not to mention, you'll just get the thermite back when the turret breaks. Maybe you prefer robbing armored trucks, and I don't blame you. These are actually so cool even when you take the heist part out of the equation. The trucks themselves are so incredible that, did you know, they can fit 20 people inside?
This is with 5 people. This is 10 people. Here's 15. This is 20.
Yeah, this place is so big, you could even get a car in here.
Okay, go stupid.
Fortnite goes to such lengths to add details that no one thinks about. I mean, just check out a streetlight when it's on. You can see these little moths attracted to it. This is insane. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.